Hey, I'm Scotty. Thanks for listening to Retell, a series by Rebuy, where we recap the top AI, tech, and e-commerce stories from last week and share why they matter this week. So let's dive into those top stories. Biggest news over the weekend was the White House and GOP striking a debt limit deal to avert a default. If approved by Congress, it hasn't as of this recording, the deal would raise the debt ceiling for 2 years past the 2024 presidential election. Though both sides of the aisle may be disappointed as some details trickle out about concessions that were made, if an agreement had not been reached by June 5th, the US would have defaulted on its debt, which would have likely been economically devastating. We're not economists here at Retell, so we're not going to make any sweeping declarations about the benefits this will have on the economy moving forward, but instead, here's former Deputy Treasury Secretary for Economic Policy, Ben Harris, on the impact of a deal in principle. Quote, "The most important impact is the stability that comes with having a deal," Mr. Harris said. "Markets can function knowing that we don't have a cataclysmic debt ceiling crisis looming." All right, let's switch gears. Now anyone can be a programmer. That's what NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang said while speaking at a computer conference in Taiwan, specifically referring to how artificial intelligence is closing the digital divide. He went on to explain how writing code is as simple as issuing a few prompts to an AI system, which has dramatically reduced the barrier to entry to programming. NVIDIA's market valuation has surged in 2023 to almost $1 trillion. That's a direct result of businesses across the world like OpenAI utilizing the company's processors to power their AI tools. NVIDIA also announced at the conference a partnership with WPP, one of the largest ad agencies in the world, with their content engine, NVIDIA Omniverse, to develop AI-generated content like photos and videos for digital ads across the world. On the subject of AI generative content, let's talk about two big players in the space who made announcements last week. Google announced Product Studio, a new tool that allows Google Shopping merchants to quickly edit and customize their product images for free using artificial intelligence. With a few clicks and some well-designed prompts, merchants now can alter photos in drastic ways, like completely replacing a background, let's say for a seasonal product, or removing a background altogether if it's a little too distracting. You can even increase the resolution and quality of an image just by prompting the AI to do so. Product Studio will be available to merchants in the coming months and will also be available to Shopify merchants using the Google and YouTube app on their online stores. Switching businesses entirely, Adobe has announced Generative Fill for Photoshop, a tool that allows you to completely customize photos just by using a couple of AI text prompts. This tool is now in beta and lets you do a variety of things like generate objects, delete objects entirely, delete backgrounds, generate backgrounds, extend an image beyond its original canvas size. Here's Davis Brown, who is the user experience designer for AI and digital imaging from Adobe, with more about this latest feature.
Okay, this new AI feature in Photoshop beta is an absolute game changer for creatives. Change the background, scenery, clothing, any other elements in a photograph instantly with AI. First, make a selection and go to Generative Fill, then describe what you want, a denim jacket. Here we click Generate and then watch as it processes 3 new variations from that prompt. I like this one here. Now, let's add a dog to this person's shoulder. Or you know what's better than that? Another dog.
Podcast listeners, if you want to check out that video, it's always linked down in the show notes. Now for my favorite story from last week. Lawyers in New York watched their court case against a Colombian airline crash and burn after it was revealed that 6 of the cases they cited in their legal brief were entirely made up by ChatGPT. The lawyer in charge of creating the brief, who has practiced law for over 30 years, told the judge it was not his intent to deceive the court or the airline. This was just his first time using ChatGPT, and probably the last time too. The lawyer even explained he asked ChatGPT to verify if the cases were real, and ChatGPT was like, "Dude, of course they're real. Why would I lie?" Okay, it didn't say that, but he did bring in the transcript of his conversation with the chatbot. So, when asked if it provided any fake cases, ChatGPT said, quote, "No, the other cases I provided are real and can be found in reputable legal databases." So good news, paralegals and junior associates, AI isn't coming for your job just yet. But let this be a lesson to anyone using a chatbot or truly reading anything on the internet. Always verify your information is real. Except with Retell, I would never lie to you. Except just there, I did lie to you there. But otherwise, I got you. That's all for this week's episode of Retell. If you liked this episode, please leave a rating, a review, or subscribe on whatever platform you're listening from. Rebuy is the fastest growing app for Shopify Plus and the trusted commerce AI platform for thousands of top brands across the world. Check out RebuyEngine.com and learn how Rebuy's intelligent shopping experiences can boost your business's AOV, conversions, and LTV. That's all for now. We'll be back to retell the week's top stories next Monday, so until then, take care.